I am ready now. Approach, my Ariel. Come.
All hail, great master, grave sir. Hail, I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and all his quality.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest I bade thee?
To every article, I boarded the kingship. Now on the beak, the waist, the deck, and every cabin, I flamed amazement. Jove's lightnings, the precursor's of the bold thunder, collapse more momentary and sight outrunning were not. The firing cracks of sulphurous, roaring the most mighty Neptune, seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a soul. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then, all afire with me, the king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leapt, cried, Hell is empty, and all the devils are here.
Why, that's my spirit. But was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou badest me, in troops I dispersed them about the isle. The king's son I landed by himself.
Of the king's ship the mariners, say all thou hast supposed, and all the rest of the fleet?
Was safely in harbor. The mariners all under hatches stowed, and with a charm joined to their suffered labor, I have left asleep. As for the rest of the fleet, which I dispersed, they all have met again, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great person perish.
Ariel, my brave spirit, thy charge exactly is performed. But there's more work. What is the time of day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time 'twixt 6 and now must be yet spent by us both preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed to me.
How now? Moody? What is it thou canst demand?
My liberty?
Before the time is out, no more.
I pray thee, remember, I have done thee worthy service.
Dost thou forget from what torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou dost. And think it much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp north wind, to do me business in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost.
I do not, sir.
Thou liest, malignant thing! Dost thou forget the foul Sycorax, who with age and envy was grown into a hoop? Dost thou forget her?
No, sir.
Thou dost? Where was she born? Speak, tell me.
Sir, in Algiers.
Oh, was she so? Once in a month I must recount to thee what thou hast been, which thou forgettest. This damned witch Sycorax, with mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible, thou knowest, was banished, is it not true?
Yes, sir.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, wast then her servant, and being too delicate a spirit to act her earthly and abhorred commands, refusing her grant, she did confine thee, with help of her more potent ministers and most unmitigable rage, into a cloven pine, within which rift thou didst painfully remain a 12 years, within which space she died and left thee there. Then was this isle, save for the son she littered here, a freckled whelp hag-born, was not honored with human shape.
Yes, Caliban, her son.
Yes, dull thing, I say, he, that Caliban whom I keep in service. Thou knowest best what a torment I did find thee in. Thy groans made wolves howl and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax could not again undo. It was mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out.
Thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurst, I'll rend an oak and peg thee in his naughty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master, I will be correspondent to command and do my spiriting gently.
Do so, and in 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what shall I do?
Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Hence, with diligence. What ho, slave, Caliban, thou earth, thou speak.
There's wood enough within.
Come forth, I say, there's other business. Thou tortoise, when? Fine apparition, my quaint Ariel, hark in thine ear.
My lord, it shall be done.
Poisonous slave, got by the devil himself, upon thy wicked dam, come forth!
As wicked do as ere my mother brushed, with raven's feather from unwholesome fen, drop on you both.
For this, be sure, tonight thou shalt have cramps. Side stitches thou so pen thy breath up. Urchins shall, for the vast of night they may work, all exercise on thee.
I must eat my dinner. This island's mine by Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me, and madest much of me, wouldst give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burned by day and night. And I did love thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the island. the fresh springs, brine pits, barren places fertile. Cursed be that I did so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you style me with this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
Most lying slave, I have used thee, filth as thou art, with human care, and lodged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Oh, what has been done? Thou didst prevent me. I had peopled else this isle with Calibans.
Abhorred slave! I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, and taught thee each hour one thing or other, when thou did not, savage, know thine own meaning, but wouldst gabble like a thing most brutish. I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known. But thy vile race had end which good natures could not abide be with. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined to that rock, who hast deserved more than a prison.
You taught me language, and my profit on is I know how to curse. The red plague rid you for learning me your language.
Hag seed hence, fetch some fuel and be quick. Thou art best to answer other business. Shruggest thou, Malus? If thou neglectst or dost unwillingly what I command, I'll rack thee with old cramps, fill thy bones with aches, and make thee roar the beast would tremble at thy din.
No, pray thee. I must obey. His art is of such power. It will control my damned god Setebos and make a vassal of him.
So, slave, hence.